today I'd like to address the topic of confidence. All throughout my years of working in corporate and the many hundreds of clients I've coached, whether they be male or female, young or old, confidence is a very common topic. But it also seems to be somewhat of a fallback concept. I hear people say, if only I had more confidence, then I'd be in my dream job. I'd have more money. I'd have a better relationship. I'd put myself out there more. I'd take more risks. And yet, when you ask people, what is confidence and how could you get more of it? The answers are invariably vague, or you get the inevitable, I don't know, people are just born with it. Now, I was one of those people. I would be complimenting my confidence, but inside I'd feel like I was a fake because I just didn't feel confident. So I really got serious about wanting my perceived confidence to be real confidence. And with that investigation and research that I did, the 3 C's of confidence is what resonated with me the most. Now, firstly, I will say that the 3 C's of confidence really rest on a foundation of really good self-esteem. So ensuring you have a solid self-esteem is that first step. And yes, there are ways to do that. You can check out my book, 5 Steps to Ignite Your Spark, and the 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Brandon. But let's get back to the 3 C's of confidence, which really rest on that bedrock of a healthy self-esteem. Confidence is comprised of competence, congruence, and connection. Competence, that's your knowledge, your skills, your abilities to do a certain task. It's the thing we're most familiar with improving. We go to school, university, college, work, and we improve our competence. But the funny thing is, the more competence you get at any given task, the more confident you'll become in trying it more often, and the more you'll stretch yourself. And that repetition and stretching leads to more learning, which in turn gives you more competence. And more competence then begets more confidence. And round it goes. So when you're considering how to improve your confidence, first ask yourself about your level of competence. Now that second C of confidence is congruence. Living in congruence with the best of who you are is one of the primary motivations of humankind for all of us. And at the core of congruence, the question's just about how are we really living our life, not just imagining how we're living it. That drive for congruence really forces you to ask yourself questions like, am I being honest with who I am? Am I trustworthy? Am I true to myself and others? Do I really practice what I think and preach? Confidence comes from being truthful with yourself and with others. You have to avoid those little lies that can easily tear at the fabric of your character, because if you lie about those small things, it'll be harder to be truthful when faced with those really big things. Your heart and your soul really want to know that you've lived an honest life. And if you break that trust, you really risk feeling incongruent and ruining your confidence. So stand in your truth and tell the truth, and you'll feel more congruent and more confident. Our last C of confidence is connection. We need to take it up another notch. We really need to learn that tremendous value we get in relating with others. It's by connecting with others that we learn more about ourselves and the world. The more you work with people, the more you learn about yourself. And the more you work with others, the more you learn new ways of thinking, new skills, new ways of serving, which of course increases our competence. So you can see how these all link. Now, even if you don't consider yourself a people person, it really doesn't matter. What matters is, do you want to learn from others? Will you take the time to do that? Will you genuinely try to engage someone and learn about how they think, what they need, what they stand for? If you can summon that curiosity and talk to enough people with that intention, you will gain confidence. And the more connections we make, the better chance we actually have of building that supportive community which really cheers us on and boosts our confidence. So whether you want to increase your confidence in your career, in your relationships, or just in life in general, these 3 C's can be applied. And if you practice them enough, will go a long way to building your confidence. Because confidence is not a fixed personality trait. It's that muscle you can really build through exertion. Remember, you too can unleash your unique version of success.